Okay, so if I was going to tension it forwards, or tension it reverse ways, like tension sponge, I would take the sponge while it was still fresh with glue and expanded, when we had it set up like this, and I would just lay the sponge flat on it. Okay, that way when it shriveled up, or when it shrunk back down, the sponge would be smaller than the top sheet, or the sponge would be stretched onto the top sheet. But in this case, I'm going to illustrate the forward tension, which is the slightly more difficult method of doing it. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay down this sheet of plastic. And the reason I'm going to do that is because we don't want the glue to get up into the pips. We only want the glue on the very tips of the pips, because if it gets on the top sheet, it will cause the top sheet to stick to the sponge and get a kind of a messed up dimple effect, which we don't want. So I'm just going to lay this baby right down here onto the glue, like so. Okay, and now I'm going to visually inspect it to make sure that there's glue everywhere. And I don't think you can see it, but there is. To make sure that there's glue on each one of the pips. Shouldn't be any down in between the pips, just on the top. Okay, I've got me a bottle here to use as a roller. Spray can, actually. I'm going to line it up at the bottom. Now some people will tension it sideways too and line up the side and then roll it across. I'm just going to do the top to bottom tension. Okay, and I'm going to lay it right there. Then I'm going to grab my can and I'm going to just slightly pull it sideways. At the same time, kind of pull it forwards and roll it on like this. And as you can see, I end up with a kind of a tensioned effect.